If you love chicken pie with a soft crust, a light flake, and rich tasty filling, then you're in the right place. This homemade chicken pie is beginner friendly. You don't need fancy equipment, just good food. And if you enjoy simple recipes like this, you can subscribe and let's get started. We'll start with the crust. In a mixing bowl, add 3 cups of soft flour, add 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix well so everything is combined. Add 3/4 cup of margarine and then some onion and garlic paste. If you are using a brand of margarine that is not so salty, you can add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm rubbing this flour until it looks like fine breadcrumbs. This helps to give the crust a soft texture with a bit of flakiness. Now that we've achieved the texture we are going for, I'm adding 1/2 cup of milk. You can add it little by little. Then I will mix the dough just until a soft dough forms. Once the dough comes together, stop mixing it because over mixing will make the crust tough. Alright, so now that my dough has come together, I'm going to divide this into 2 portions and then cover it with plastic wrap. This is because I want this to chill in the freezer for some time while we work on the filling. You can also keep yours in the fridge until it is cold. Let's make the filling. To my bowl, I am adding some shredded chicken. This is well seasoned and already cooked, okay? I'm also adding chopped onions, chopped carrots, chopped bell pepper, some chicken stock, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, and 1.5 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'll give this a very good mix until it's well combined, then pop it in the microwave for a few seconds. Then I decided to add a bit more of the chicken stock again because I realized it was too stiff. So give it a good mix and pop it back into the microwave for a few seconds just until it begins to cook. The vegetables must still be crunchy because it will cook further when you are baking the pie in the oven. Now let it cool down until it gets to room temperature. You can spread it to make the cooling process faster. Next, we are going to prepare our baking pan. You can grease it with some margarine, oil or cooking spray. Then you put parchment paper in there. You can also dust it with flour. Moving on, I'm going to whisk 1 egg. This is what I'll be using to bind the pie and also as my egg wash. I'll set that aside. The filling has also cooled down completely and our dough is ready. Cooling the dough helps us to develop a bit of a flaky crust to it. So I'm going to divide this into 3 portions and then use my rolling pin to make it flat enough to the thickness I desire. You can also make it as thick as you want. Then with just an ordinary bowl, I'm going to cut this into the shape I'm going for. You can also use a pie cutter or any bowl that you have at home to your convenience. I'm going to repeat that again. You can also flour your work surface lightly to prevent the dough from sticking. Now that I get the desired shape, I'm going to use the rolling pin just to spread it out a bit so that I can add the filling. I'll be adding about 1 tablespoon of the filling. I'll brush the sides with the egg. I'm sealing the pie now. You can seal the pie with your finger like I'm doing. You can use a fork, or if you have a pie maker or a pie cutter, you can use that to seal it as well. Once that is done, I'll repeat that process until all the pies are ready. Now all the pies are ready and our oven is preheating at this time. With my fork, I'll poke some holes into the pie, which prevents it from opening up when it is baking. Brush the top of the pies with egg wash for that light and golden finish. The oven should be preheating at 180 degrees Celsius. You are going to bake this until it turns out nice and golden and well cooked. This should take about 20 minutes, but keep an eye on it. Once the pies are out of the oven, you can allow them to cool down before enjoying. It came out really nice and delicious. The crust is slightly flaky and soft. The edges are a bit crispy. And it's time to serve it and enjoy with any beverage of choice. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye.